Here is Bowie Becking's Instagram video of the day before the start of the Maxi Yacht ROLEX Cup in Portoroz, Sardinia. Ouch.
This is the weekly Sailing World on Water, September 10, 2021. Here are the highlights of the sport of sailing in the last 7 days. As we've seen, the weather in Portoroz, prior to the start of the Maxi Yacht ROLEX Cup, was anything but perfect. Super sailor Bowie Becking showed us, via his Instagram post. When the action in the 31st Maxi Yacht ROLEX Cup started, the weather was perfect for the huge fleet. It was 5 days of competition for yachts over 60 feet. All the superstars were there, both the boats and the crews. Lake Garda was the venue for the Moth Worlds, and those who were not in Sardinia were there. Aussie Tom Slingsby led the huge fleet of Moths buzzing around the course. The 139th Kiel week commenced last week and the Ilca 4 class started with 2 races in light winds. Midway in the Maxi Yacht ROLEX Cup, saw the competition hotting up both on and off the water. The footage is stunning. At Riva del Garda Italy, Nefeli was the winner of the 3rd event of the Melges 24 European Sailing Series. It sets the scene for the up-and-coming Melges 24 European Championship in Portoroz, Slovenia, this week. The Youth Foiling Gold Cup Act 2's finals were held over the past 3 days, and saw young Azura competing against the 5 teams that were still in the running: Dutch Sail, Team France, Fraglia Vila Riva, Ocalis Youth Project and more. Here is Dutch Sail story. Australian Tom Slingsby has taken full control of the 2021 Moth World Championship after 12 races. Competing with 139 other Moth sailors, Slingsby had won 11 races and held a 24-point advantage over Australians Ian Jensen and Nathan Outteridge 9 points further back in 3rd. The M32 Europeans were last week on Lake Garda before having to relocate to Miami, Florida, for their Worlds. Day 2 of Kiel Waka was last Sunday, and the Europe class, and Ilca 4s, were out racing with gusto. The girls were also featuring in the Ilcas. The final days of the World Moth Championships were days 5 and 6, and Tom Slingsby had practically a clean sweep of the first placings. All Goobs, Francesco, Goody, and the other 137 could do was look at his foiling wake. Now over to Portoroz and the boating eye candy.
There was spectacle and excitement today as the Maxi Yacht ROLEX Cup returned to the sparkling waters of Sardinia's Emerald Coast after a year's absence. And what a return for this globally revered event. 44 of the world's most impressive monohull yachts, taking part in the first of 5 days of intensely competitive racing across 3 fleets. Sailing in the Maddalena archipelago, the Super Maxi fleet, featuring entries in excess of 100 feet, including the magnificent J-class yachts. Sharing the same legendary azure waters, the beauty and power of the Maxis, ranging from 80 to 100 feet. And finally the speed and agility of the Mini Maxis in the 60 to 80 feet range. A mix of nimble pure racers and cruiser racers, completing a spectacular lineup of monohull yachts taking part in this much loved event.
This is fantastic, you know, we've been waiting so long, and not only to be back racing on this boat, because it's been a while, but to see so many other competitors here, and it's such a great venue to kick off the Maxi series again.
Now in its 42nd year, the Maxi Yacht ROLEX Cup, organised by the Yacht Club Costa Smeralda in conjunction with the International Maxi Association, has always been about offering superlative yacht racing, and this remains unchanged.
This is a fantastic event. It's so well organized, well designed. It's in the most perfect race course you could have in the world for this type of racing. The pinnacle of competition.
Join us again for more news, action and results from the 2021 Maxi Yacht ROLEX Cup.
We are here in Malcesine, one of Italy's most picturesque locations, and it's known as basically the capital of foiling in Italy. We have lots of foiling events here. This event this year proved once more that the International Moth World Championship is practically the event where the very best sailor in the world come to play.
We are very happy that we have a lot of competitors coming from all over the world, and the most famous and strong sailors are all here. So we are very happy. The regatta is going to be very tough with a close battle for the victory.
Sadly, I've been missing some of the hours on the water due to some boat work, but I'm like really excited to get on the water and be there for all 3 races today. It's gorgeous with the mountains around you and the wind and the whole, like the big fleet, sailing with all the legends. It's been really nice.
So we had 2 good races this afternoon. The first one went really well, had a nice start and pretty much was up there, the top 2 all the way around and finished first, so really happy with that. The second one, I was a little conservative at the start. I thought a couple of boats were over, so I hung back and made it really difficult just fighting back through the fleet. I managed to grab the lead off Goobs momentarily, but then didn't do the best tack and ended up second. But the feeling's really good. I really enjoyed sailing here. It feels like we're in paradise.
Light winds on the Kiel fjord at the start of the 139th Kieler. 2,700 athletes from 27 nations have come to fight for the highly prized Kieler titles this year. For the second time, the event is being held not at its usual time of year in late June, but in the unusual month of September. Blue skies and late summer temperatures made for welcoming conditions on the media course, which welcomed the Ilca 4 class, previously known as the Laser 4.7 class. However, the lottery of the 5 to 6 knot soft breeze made it hard going for most of the fleet, but also revealed 2 big winners. Last year's victor, Batbolt Gruner, and his clubmate, Paul Ulrich from Zwischenana Segel Club dominated the 2 races of the day. In the first race, Gruner had to admit defeat to Ulrich. Ulrich saw off his 2 closest opponents, Gruner and the Croatian Dora Gomurcic, on the final downwind leg and celebrated a dominant victory. In the second race, there was an intense 2-lap battle between Gruner and Ulrich, which Gruner won thanks to skillful manoeuvres and good light wind technique. For long stretches of the race, only a few meters separated the 2 rivals. However, just 2.5 knots of boat speed required endless reserves of patience. The scheduled third race of the day was postponed until Sunday. Rune and Ulrich are clear leaders of the regatta after day one. Later in the afternoon, Kiel Week 2021 was officially declared open. Round the world hero Boris Herrmann was on stage to help celebrate the opening of the regatta. Many thousands of visitors explored the event area in Kiel's Zilksee today. The coming week is set to attract many more visitors looking to take advantage of a huge variety of entertainment and a feast of culinary delights.
As the 2021 Maxi Yacht ROLEX Cup reaches its midway point, there is clear evidence that this edition is living up to the prestigious regatta's impressive reputation. On the water, the racing is of the highest calibre, with the very best among this gathering of elite crews beginning to shine through. In the Super Maxis, Valshida, Highland Fling in the Maxis, and in the Mini Maxis, Cannonball, Capricorno and Lyra. To bounce back in such style after a year's hiatus is testament to just how popular this event is with both owners and crews. It is the one event that has it all.
Yeah, I think just Portoroz is a special place to be because it's having everything. We normally have nice breeze and of course a fantastic scenery, and then of course the most important thing, great competition.
The racecourse here is special because of just the waters around Sardinia, and the Madalenas is something pretty special anywhere in the world.
The racecourse, the conditions, the hospitality, it's all good. The IMA and Yacht Club Costa Smeralda just do an incredible job.
Who is not here, let's say it that way, and it seems to be that all the top sailors from Olympics to America's Cup to Volvo Ocean Race, they're all here. Yeah, but of course, it's all fought out on the race course, and the best will win at the end of the week.
Great organisation, the finest monohull yachts, talented crew and a stunning backdrop. The Maxi Yacht ROLEX Cup is once again delivering a winning formula. Join us again for the exciting finale.
Yeah, for sure we were dominant this regatta, but yeah, we didn't take it for granted. Every race is a new race. That gets a steady result. But yeah, of course we were pushing every race to win the race. So.
Yeah. And maybe to add to that, in this racing the start is so important because of the reaching start. So really a couple of centimeters on the start can already make a difference between being first to the reach mark or getting rolled by boats. So having a good start is very important. So it was never, we never took anything for granted, and pushing 100% on the start every time was really crucial.
finished the Youth Bowling Gold Cup and we won. I think we're really happy. We put a lot of work in the last few months, and yeah, all the progress we made really paid up. So yeah, we're really happy.
See you at the finals.
Malcesine is an ancient town. It has a very nice town center with a beautiful castle. It's a very touristy place. We have a nice mountain here, the Monte Baldo, with a cable car. It's a beautiful place to visit. And we have beautiful beaches, and obviously we have the best part of North Lake Garda for water conditions, every water sport. The whole area is full of people practicing any kind of water sport. This is just an area for sailing which has perfect conditions almost all year through. Fraglia Vela Malcesine is founded, I guess, in 1947. It's an ancient club. We have a historical base which is in the town center, but due to the many regattas of high level that we were organizing, we needed a bigger area, and we found this place just 3 kilometers north of the town center of Malcesine. This marina is now functioning at full regimen of 16 years now. And we have a harbor with 230 boats. And we have a big space here on shore to organize various regattas, also numerous regattas. We do now this Moth World Championship, and I think we're going well.
There are 12 women competing at the Worlds this year, and we hope for double that at the Worlds next year. So definitely a call to all the women who are interested. Definitely the best way to get started is just to reach out to somebody and dive in.
It's fantastic to see how many women, ladies, girls are out here sailing. It was very special to see them out in the camp before the World started, getting some extra help from the class association with a bit of coaching, get them up to speed, and it's fantastic to see them all out on the water.
Oh, it was some tough racing today. Pretty tricky with the breeze, like patches of wind, patches of no wind. And obviously first day Gold Fleet, so a lot more hectic than it has been. But hopefully we'll have some more good breeze, and yeah, I think the racing just gets tighter and tighter. I mean, everyone's sort of learning every day and improving every day.
Riva del Garda in Italy once again delivered superb racing for the M32 class Europeans on the 3rd to the 5th of September. They saw 15 races over 3 days in the afternoon aura in 12 to 18 knots and sunshine. The course was set up close enough to the west to provide the teams with the classic Lake Garda racing. Getting close to the mountains, finding the right lanes, and exiting at the right moment for the windward marks. Mastering the conditions best was Vitamina Rapide Acetala, with skipper Andrea Larcourt taking both the European Champion title and the European Series 2021 title. Close behind was Team Inga from Sweden with skipper Richard Goransson. The European fleet now has some local training events before heading west for the Worlds, with a mix of shipping their own boats or chartering in Miami.
Sunday delivered top sailing conditions on the Kiel fjord. 15 knots of wind from the east, blue skies and long Baltic waves made for a perfect late summer setting. On the TV track, 2 single-hander dinghy classes, the Europe and the Ilca 4 fleet. The wind and warm weather placed big physical demands on the young sailors. In the Europe class, it was a great day for the Swede Sebastian Nark, who scored 3 second places and 1 third place. Nark showed the best speed downwind to move ahead of the competition. The question of the day was whether Nark could have done even better had the Swede not made a number of small mistakes. For example, when he had to continue a long way past the turning mark to avoid a collision, which let the eventual winner get ahead in that race. The Dane Simon Kristoffersen also had a top day, making up for yesterday's somewhat weak start to the regatta with 2 first places today. Kristoffersen earned his victories thanks to a strong performance on the upwind legs, along with some daring tactics. Tanja Tamling from Hamburg, currently the best female sailor in the field, was also very happy with her Sunday. Representing her sailing club Altona Ovalgona, Tamling sailed 4 courageous races and is currently in 5th place overall. Girl power was on display also in the Ilca 4 class, with 2 wins by Josephine Kopp and Dora Gomercic from Croatia. Kopp secured her success on the final downwind with a strong defence against the Zwischenhahner sailors Batbolt Gruner and Paul Ulrich, who were closing in fast from behind. In the overall ranking of the regatta, last year's winner Gruner is still the undisputed leader. Even a few mediocre starts and a capsize in the last race have not been able to hold him back from his winning run so far. Tonight at Kiel we continue with Gewaltig Gleiser and Klaus Lager after Kurt Kromer opened the festival on Saturday. And in the sailing cinema on the fjord, showing this evening is The Crime Scene with local commissioner Borowski. Tomorrow the big names of the Kiel boat world will line up on the start line. The World Championships in the Starboat begin at 1300 hours local time.
Today is an important day, 3 more races and right in the middle of the Gold Fleet. Points are tight, obviously not for leading, but for the rest of the fleet. Tom has a huge advantage at the moment, but in racing you never know. We just have to keep doing less mistakes as possible.
We try to fight as hard as we can. The level of the Gold Fleet is really high, and that's why we are really enjoying the Moth class.
Today was a really tough day for me. It was a little bit lighter and a little bit patchier, and I was making a few boat handling mistakes at the wrong time in the race, and it really cost me. So, I mean, all's not lost, but apart from Tom, we're all pretty tight on points still, and we got another 3 races tomorrow. Really just try to execute some clean races.
Today's race was really nice. Yeah, it's really good to get out and sail in the morning breeze, a lot more wind. I wasn't thinking it was going to be that much wind, so I wasn't really set up for sort of 18, 19, 20 knots. But yeah, it was beautiful out there, and yeah, the races were great, fast races, ripping downwind at nearly 30 knots. It was a lot of fun.
Had a morning session, and we had some waves and maybe 14 to 18 knots. Tommy smashed it again, getting 2 wins and locking up the World Championship. Definitely sailing at a different level to the rest of us this week.
It's fantastic to get out this morning in the Pale Air breeze to sail in some stronger breeze. The kind of stuff that we've been anticipating a little bit more this week. It's been quite light and variable, and to finally get out there in some good breeze and to send it a little bit was nice this morning.